Hey, welcome everybody to another episode of Obscure Mics, where it is extremely cold in my studio and you can probably see my breath. Like a dragon. So, anyways, I have a very obscure and very small Shure microphone, the SM62. Let's shove it in your face. See with my look at this, my hand around it right now. I can basically hide the whole thing with my hand. Actually, I think I can. Almost. So perfect screamer song on stage. Yeah, yeah. Can't even see my mic. I get a little too ridiculous with this stuff. So, anyways, the SM62. This is an older vintage Shure microphone made in the USA. Made in the USA. Serial number on this one is 7001. Made right here in the sweet old US of coronavirus A. So I got this for $29.99. Guitar Center has them used right now. There's still a few of them shipping out of Mississippi, MISSISSIPPI. And I bought this, one, because it's an obscure Shure microphone, and there's nothing better than an obscure big time name microphone. But I also thought, if this thing sounds decent at all, I can throw it in my backpack. It'll take up next to no room. Plug it into my Tascam DR10X plug-on recorder and have a nice little on-the-go recording setup. Now, granted, I've since decided that I would rather carry a little bigger microphone that I like the sound of better, but I digress. Let's go ahead and throw some plosives into it. Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled pineapple pizza. Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled pineapple pizza. When you get right up on the SM62, this is how it sounds. When you get right up on the SM62, this is how it sounds. Let's show you the capsule before we go any farther. Oh, it's coming out of there, bro. It's a very small capsule. Okay, so we've shown you the capsule. Let's go with the off-axis rejection. I'm talking into the front of the microphone, obviously. 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 90 degrees, and all the way back around to the front of the microphone. Back in the holster we go. All right. So the SM62 from Shure. They now have these on Guitar Center for $19.99. Shipping, you'll end up paying $30. But if you like the sound of this thing, $30 is not bad for a vintage Shure microphone. And I have definitely 100% heard worse. But as far as my thoughts on this particular microphone go, I do think that it is a little bit muffly. I think it sounds a little muffled in the ears. It does have a presence boost that tries to overcome the muffled sound, but it doesn't really work that well. It just sounds a little crispy up top. There's not a extreme amount of lows. It seems very mid-driven with that top-end sizzle. Not a lot of clear low end on this thing. It just sounds kind of off. Let's go ahead and throw some processing on it, see what it sounds like with some compression and a de-esser. Okay, so now we've got compression, de-esser, little bit of both, little bit of processing, and it sounds a lot less muffled. Still a little bit there, but overall it is a lot clearer. Let's throw an oral exciter on it to see if that brings out some more. There we go. Oral exciter. Now we've got, that's a weird one. That's got a real weird sound to it. It's not as muffled anymore, but it still feels like it's being held back with just a ton of extra crispiness up top. Let's go ahead and throw a big bottom on it with the oral exciter, and that doesn't sound much better. Oral exciter off. Now it's big bottom, compression, de-esser. So we added a little low, we added some top. Granted, I mean, I think that it sounds somewhat better with compression and de-essing, and it's passable. Like, this sounds better than a Blue Yeti in the middle of the room, obviously, but not really feeling it in any capacity with any processing or anything on. Let's go ahead and turn it all off. Okay, processing is now off. Back to the natural sound of the microphone. Hey, if you like Shure microphones and you're a collector, $20 plus whatever the shipping and tax is through Guitar Center is not a terrible thing. But if you're wanting to make some really good sounding recordings, I'm not sure this is the way to go. Again, it is a neat microphone, something that small, and it is small, man. I can hold this thing with like 2 fingers and never drop it. That's what she said. So anyways, the Shure SM62, for the price that you can get it for the fact that it's a vintage Shure microphone made in the USA, I'm going to go ahead and give it the yellow light because I can't really fault you for wanting this microphone, but at the same time, probably not good for professional recordings. But hey, if you're a beginning podcaster and you're on the go, and this is just something up your alley, you're looking for something with a small size and not the worst sound ever. It's not the worst sound ever. It's just not good. It's just simply not good. Then sure, go out and buy it. Me, myself, and I'm selling it, and that's just what it is. So I will leave you on that note. The Shure SM62. I flip my hair back, check my nails. Is this mic any good? It's not good as hell. Maybe some of you got that, a lot of you didn't. Obscure Mics. SM62 out, Barks out, peace out.